Making strides to transform the contactless retail experience is Shekel Brainweigh, using its intellectual property portfolio of advanced weighing systems to revolutionise retail as we know it. Here to discuss some of the company's key milestones from this past year is Country Manager Australia, Danny Nadri. Danny, last year was a big one. SBW has completed some of its major milestones for the year. Can you walk us through what those were?
Yes, hi Talia. Thank you for having me. Look, in the AGM 2 days ago, I think the executive chairman, put it really well. We had a few major targets that we know we needed to achieve. The first one being raising capital, and we raised over 8 million Australian dollars. That was really needed to fund the growth activities. We knew that we wanted to return to growth on the scale division. That's a division that was always profitable. We needed to give it a boost. And then, of course, start commercializing on the retail innovation division, which are exciting new tech venture. And these are really exciting things to see that we have achieved, but it's probably more important to focus on the future and what we see. As we just said in February, both divisions are very much positioned for growth. We saw the opportunities coming already in the beginning of the year, and that's what we see going forward. So the money will be used to, first of all, hire some more people on the sales and marketing, improved on the operation, get a new COO in place, I think. And the whole divisions now are geared to spend more money on actually getting the activities more into boost. There was also involved some activities around restructuring and fixing some of the purchasing activities we had to do. So I think both divisions are now very well positioned on opportunities that we already see in front of us today. So we're not really inventing things. It's really going after opportunities that are currently on the table with us.
The Scales division of the business achieved an improved gross profit of 40%. What do you attribute this achievement to?
Look, managing a business starts with leadership. And we were very excited to get Mr. Neil Lesham from the US to join as the general manager of the Scale division. He comes from a background of a huge experience with 3M in the US. So I think when he came over and with his new approach, the whole Scale division took a different turn, if you will, or an immediate turn into profitability. It started with restructuring, changing some positions within the business, streamline some activities, getting things under different hats, if you will. But then aggressively going after clients and seeing them getting 3 new clients in Europe within a short period. And you got to understand, in our business, getting a client is a potential of millions of dollars per client. Each of our clients, they don't buy in 50 grand or 100 grand, they buy in millions. So by getting new clients to the business, that immediately has a positive impact, and we saw it in Q1 already, the early days of these clients. And alongside the improvement of the restructuring in the manufacturing in Asia, some of the activities in Israel contributed to an improved EBITDA. And we expect to see this actually even improving better, even more going to the rest of the year and forward. So yeah, that's perfect work with Nir being on board and leading this division.
So another important milestone I just want to touch on was the first autonomous store launched in Paris as part of the retail division. What can you tell us about this achievement?
Look, it starts with really being able to participate in the global discussion about where the retail market is going altogether. And we've seen this trend in the past, going from this hypermarket, very large market, supermarkets into a smaller and smaller stores. We all want to be closer to Talia where she's shopping, whether it's a transport area. I don't know where you're shopping, but if you're buying your food and grocery, all the retail understood that they can't always operate with a very large store. We're very fortunate in Australia that we have a bit more space and it all looks much bigger and you can drive large trucks everywhere. But in other places in the world, think about Shanghai, Beijing, Saigon, other places, or Paris, it's get crowded. So everybody moves into a smaller and smaller stores. The problem with manning a smaller and smaller stores is the whole involvement of manpower. And how do you put 3 people on every shift, on every 7-Eleven, so to speak? The retail around the world understood that they have to automate it. It starts with self-checkout. They want you to do your scanning. But if you want to do this even in a higher level, in a much larger scale, you need to automate a lot of it. And what Shekel brought to the table is really an enabling technology. Our ability to be on a superior level, detect product on shelves, far better than any computer vision, far better than any camera. So if a camera wants to see if I picked up 3 chocolate bars, it will be very difficult to analyze 3 or 1. For us, it's where our core competency lays. Our understanding of weight is understanding of products. And that's why we think this is superior. The shop in Paris is a collaboration with Casino Monoprix. It's a major retailer in France, which was wonderful. We already see this in action. We think more are going to come. But it's really also great to see that the first project we have done with a pharmaceutical, the type of large pharmaceutical retail, and that's going to be a shop that was together with Hitachi Vantara in Israel, and is going to go live in June this year. So that's another major milestone, the first integrated store with Hitachi in a pharmaceutical retail, not just grocery retail. So everybody, I think, is pretty much geared to do this. We know that more are going to talk. We already send modules to other places in the world, module of this autonomous store, and we know that's where the industry is going. So we are very excited, if you will, a hockey stick on this division from commercializing the solutions.
Thank you, Danny. So what's next on the horizon for SBW?
A lot of hard work this year in getting the growth going. We saw Q1 already with a more, I think, 20% higher in revenue. We expect this to grow. There was a record Q1 for the company. We think H1 is going to be a record H1 from a numbers perspective. There's definitely tendency to improve on EBITDA. And if you will, pedal to metal in terms of pushing the commercializations of the autonomous store, the Innovendi, which already saw a record Q1 for the retail innovation as well. So if still not significant numbers when you look at it, but if the retail division, just this small division, did the first $300,000, that's definitely going to be a bigger number in 2021. So I think the focus today is let's get some more numbers on the board, let's get some more sales, do whatever we do in the small places to in any other place in the world. And I think that's where the two divisions are geared to. We all understand that it's all about the numbers in the end, and getting runs on the board is where everybody's geared to. And I expect that's what we're going to see this year.
Well, thank you, Danny. It's been great to have you in the studio with us today.
Thank you so much, Delia. You're welcome.
Thank you.